So I just put a few more bits and bats on the frame. I'm just about to see how the headstock bearings the cup and cones go together. So there's the frame. Got a few more. That's to bolt everything on to make sure the alignments and everything we're gonna come good. But yeah, it's all looking nice. So let's just set you up here, somewhere like that. So they are the original cup and cone. I did strip them out, paraffin them, airline them or whatever. They're all good, but I'm changing the bearings. Some of them, there was only 27, so that's 13 and a half in each side. And some of them seem to be original and some seem to be new, so I wasn't gonna, for what they cost. So I think there's 30 in a set, or is there? We'll find out in a moment. Anyway, that's a set from Greystones. So let's put the cups in. So I have cleaned. I'll just put a light smear of grease on the inside faces, just to help them slide. Only a tad. Voila. And they're not that tight actually, but I probably will draw them. So I'm just going to give them a light tap just to get them started and square. I think this one was a bit tighter. Just got to get it square to get it started. Yeah, this was tight, this one, coming out. So they both started. So I've just got a bit of, again, my favourite bit of stud iron. I don't know what they were off. They were off a bit of uni strut or something. So you should pull both of them in. And they are both slightly proud. So these plates should pull them all the way. And if any cant over while I'm drawing them, because they're not that tight, we got the copper face just to give them a helping hand. So we're up. So I'll just get them squarish. And it should pull. Go in. Yep, square. Yep, we're on our way. Definitely going. Just give them a final squeeze so they've bottomed out. And we're in. Yeah, looking good. So the cones, there's only one we've got to put in first onto the bottom yoke, and these weren't tight. In fact, the top one. So it's a slightly larger diameter when it gets near the bottom. I did have a piece of tubing to hand somewhere. Where? I don't know. Found it. And this should just tap down. Shouldn't be tight, wasn't tight coming off. Down. So that cone's on, the bottom one, and the top one should just slide, and it does. So I've also cleaned up a few bits and bats. Can find the other bit. Can't be far away. It's the dust cap. And I've got the nut somewhere. So anyway, I'm just going to check to see that there is the correct number, and I'll just put some grease in the cups and I'll glue them in, and when we're ready to install I'll be back. So see you in a second. Yep, 30 it was, 30 it is. And how do I know for sure? Well, I looked in the parts book. I also looked on one of the sites first, and it said quantity 40. But then underneath it said you only need 30. Anyway, parts book, yeah, 30. How do I know it's exactly right? Because you can't get any more in. 15 top, 15 bottom. Okay, so now for the bottom yoke. So while I'm just going to put some grease on the cone anyway. I've got loads of grease in there. And also just put a tad of grease on the shaft, because obviously it's never going to see the light of day for years. Well, this one will, because this is just it's a dry build, but it'll go rusty inside obviously. And if you are unlucky enough to have to take the cone out, you'll be the one who's struggling. So nice and steady coming through this end, so I don't knock any of them out. All good. And cone for the top, all good. And the dust cover, all good. Then the top yoke without anything falling off, he said. So I'll just let that rest there, and that now should be lined up enough to start. Obviously I did make sure this screwed on okay, and it did. In fact, I'll just make sure again. Absolutely. Just put a tad on the threads. Just put a tad on here, just to help it spin in the top yoke. Cleaning my hands. And I was hoping that this was going to start nice and easy for us. He said. Yeah, we're away. Socket for that, which would it be Whitworth? Next one down. Yes. So I'm just going to put a bit of tension on it first. I'm just going to slip a leg in just to keep things lined up. I did spin these up, by the way, in the lathe. They are quite good actually, and quite different to the heavy duty Tiger Cub and the early and late, because they had both sets of the B25s. Massive difference in size, quite a lot shorter. So I'm just loosely pulling these into the taper just to keep them squared. Again, where there is some staining in there, but where the seals run, it's quite good actually. So these are going to go back just fine. So we're into the tapers. So that's going to hold them nice and square. Now we can just give a squeeze. Just make sure there's no play in there. Just maybe a tad more. That feels quite nice. And I'll just nip the pinch bolt up, which will be Whitworth, I would imagine. Well, it might be UNF actually. I think it is UNF. Fine thread. It's not the right one. It doesn't matter. No, it is. It is BSF. Cycle thread, probably very. It's quite fine thread. However, that's it. Yeah. I'm going to have to make something for this. I'll show you before. Oh, now it's snipping. Just snip it a bit more. And that feels lovely. That feels beautiful. Yeah, I like it. So just let me have a bit of a tidy up and I'll just show you what I mean about this bolt. It's obviously a special. So back in a second. Okay, here's that bolt we're talking about. So if that's not the right one, somebody just cut the head off a hexagon. Or as I recall, it was a fine thread, because I did one of these over COVID. Okay, it wasn't. It was just a road bike, but I remember a few bits. And this, you can only get an open ender on it, so it's kind of like a nut, like the cylinder head nuts on the Tiger Cub. A slender barrel then with a hexagon out here somewhere. So that's got to be swapped over. But now I've got the frame naked, if you like. I was just looking at the, the beautiful brazing. Look at that, stacking dimes. Whoever brazed that up did a beautiful job. So some of it's brazed, some of it's welded. Yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. So anyway, happy with the headstock. Apart from that bolt, but yeah, still waiting on a few bits and bats before I can do any other bits, but yeah, there she blows. Very simple design, very simple. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next. Oh, there was where the side stand kickstand, where the side stand lug was welded, and I know from history you never put it on this side on one of those Edward Turner single cylinder designed engines, whether it be Tiger Cub, C15, B40, whatever, B44, because they lean the bike over this way and the gearbox oil leaks into that front cavity and gets sucked back in to the engine. But anyway, there we go, folks. We will catch you on the next one. Moving on. See you later.